Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off presented by Betr. The Sunday night game was absolutely phenomenal. Of course, the Chiefs win. They're literally inevitable. They're also the luckiest team in the world. We talked through some playoff teams. Can they win games? Can they not? Where the hell did Kirk Cousins go? And finally, Pat talks to some winners in fantasy football this season. We have a great episode. Adam's not here. He just got married. Let's dive into it.
Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Betr.
No, I did it last time.
Oh, you guys can both do it.
No,
still,
one guy usually does it.
Still getting no Adam, clearly.
Yeah, he's a married man.
He's married.
That's Adam.
Congrats to Adam, and insert his wife's name, Tabachnik.
Yeah.
Actually, he says her name all the time. We could probably just do it.
Wait, I feel like at this point, her name should be exposed on the show.
No, say Mrs.
Mrs.
Tabachnik. Or
Miss.
Mrs.
Well, no,
Mrs.
Mrs. She's a
Yes,
Mrs. now.
Mrs.
Yeah.
She's
Mrs.
literally a
Tabachnik.
Mrs.
I know. I thought
That's
for some reason
crazy.
in my head I was like, oh, you have to have a kid. That's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Honestly, like that's really big news. There's a lot bigger news that happened today. Juan Soto is in
Juan
Metropolitan.
Soto.
I know you were like, oh, he's not going to bring
12,
that up.
8,
Yeah,
24 is the
I
date to
did want
remember.
to talk about it. For all the people listening, I don't know if you remember the Mets playoff run. I'm a massive Mets fan. This is,
Insane.
and everyone's gonna clown me for saying this, but like, it's as big of a moment as I've had in my life. Like we took the best player from the Yankees who was
Aaron
off.
Judge.
Did you see him in the postseason? Not
True,
a guy
no,
I
that's
want on my team.
Good point.
Not a guy I want on my
Anyway.
team. Anyway, offered the exact same amount of money by the Yankees. He was offered 16 years, $760 by the Yankees, 15 years, $765 by the Mets.
$5 million for someone making that much.
He didn't care about the money. He wanted to be a New York Met instead of being a Yankees fan or being a Yankees player. The reason I was saying Yankees fans is I hear them all like, oh, he could have been having his number retired, been in Monument Park, and it's like, oh, then he's just another guy
One of the
in a long history
million
of
of great
Yankee greats.
Yankees, yeah.
Instead, he's coming to the Mets, and he could quite literally go down as the greatest New York Met of all time.
If he wins the MVP in a couple rings, he's there.
Like Strass was saying, he was like, if he wins 3 World Series over the next 15 years, it's a good job done. If he wins one, he needs to win one.
That's spoiled ass Yankees fan because it's like, bro,
I need
you're a Met.
one.
Yeah,
I will cry. I will
You
be
will
the
sob like a
happiest
little
I've ever
child,
been if the Mets just win one World Series, and we
yeah.
are officially one step closer to doing that. Tonight was awesome. I didn't really care about the football game for the second half. I was scrolling Twitter the entire time.
Yeah, you weren't watching it. It was a good game.
It was a great game.
Turned into a really good
I
game.
focused up towards the end once
Yeah.
I checked every tweet possible.
Should we start there with like?
No, we're going to start with 2-minute drill.
Sorry, my bad.
Prime out of match. But before we get into 2-minute drill,
Yes.
let's talk about better picks.
Gotta talk about
Gotta
it.
talk about
picks.
better picks.
We got jobbed this weekend on Sunday. We got jobbed. We
did.
Pat. We didn't post about it beforehand, but if it was going to get close to our lineup hitting $500,
We were close.
$1,500. We needed
You
two.
could put $500 on it.
We might.
Yeah, till $250 each. But we needed Pacheco to get 2 more all-purpose yards and 4 pass attempts for Justin Herbert. So
We just needed the Chargers to get the ball back.
if the Chiefs scored a touchdown there,
We just needed the Chargers to get the ball back.
Or if the Chiefs didn't get a third down conversion because
The third down conversion with
Yeah,
Kelsey
but
was the one that we needed them not to get, but then Pacheco wouldn't have gotten the yards.
Well, you got-
anyway,
yeah,
we got both.
they gave the ball to Samaje Perine and fucking
Kareem Hunt
down the
Three
stretch.
carries, yeah.
Yeah, tough.
It is what it is.
We're right there.
Yeah, we weren't doing 2000X lineups. We did a 2-pick, but 2000X is the highest in the game, highest multiplier out there.
TYKO,
You can
if we
win
can talk about
100K. You can win 100K. You put 50 down, that turns into 100.
I had a $1,000X pending on Saturday.
Close, right?
And dude, okay, I was sweating it like I was close. I was actually nowhere close. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I was posting about it like I was one leg away, and I hit like 2 picks.
But
it was fun. It
It was
actually
one of
makes
those where
everything.
every single pick had a chance.
Talk
It was,
about-
looking really good.
Talk about 2000X though a little bit because I think it's still
2000X multiplier is the highest in the industry on daily fantasy, I believe.
in daily
No,
fantasy
it is.
sports.
It is.
Yeah.
Enough that I believe. We say this every fucking episode.
It
It
is.
is. It's the highest. No one else offers 2000X except for better picks.
One of our rivals just launched 1000X.
They think they think they're hot shit with 1000X. Like
Double it,
there's
buddy.
no more. I believe it is the highest multiplier
highest
in the game.
multiplier.
2000X.
crazy.
No one else offers it except for better picks. Download it. Use code Caps Off or Handshake Bets, whatever floats your boat. But
Caps Off. Those two
Use
for
caps
sure.
off. Use caps
yeah,
off.
but download the app, play better picks. There's a deposit match. If you got a friend to refer you, you got some money. There's a lot of ways to get better bucks, and you start playing with it. You're going to have a great time. 2,000 extra money. Download better, play better picks. Let's get into the 2-minute drill.
Yeah, 2-minute drill.
Are you gonna have the timer ready?
Oh yeah, I have the
'Cause I
timer
know Pat
ready.
likes to look
Oh
at his
wow,
phone.
wow,
I do.
wow.
I like to think.
I'll look
ahead.
at the
Are you
phone.
on ESPN when you're
I'm on
looking at
ESPN.
games?
I'm at the timer.
However, mine are sort of different because
No, I know that I account for
All
that.
right, I'm gonna
I
put
account for
2
that.
minutes on the timer to give us a tee up.
All right. Week 14, 2-minute drill. That's what Adam says, right? Just like that?
Yep.
I think, try one more time, though.
Yeah. What does he say? What does
He says,
say?
I think he says like week 14, 2-minute drill. We're going to go through every single game and give our reactions in 2 minutes or less.
Okay, go.
Well, no, you
You
do
got
it.
it.
Because I have to read them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, good point. Sorry, everyone that's like just like long form audio and like video watchers.
No,
I think it's
they
fun.
get it. I think you guys get
This
it.
is us trying to tee up a social video.
you
Welcome to
gotta
the
do what you
magic
gotta
of it.
do.
Adam's really good at it. I'm not at this because I've never done it. All right. Week 14, 2-minute drill. We're going to talk about every single NFL game on the slate from Thursday through Sunday. Give quick reactions on it in 2 minutes or less. You guys
Lock
ready?
in.
I got 2 minutes on the
Tycho's got
clock.
the timer.
3.
And ready, set. Thursday Night Football, Packers at Lions. What do we think?
Packers are a legit contender, but the Lions just know how to win close games. They're a really good team.
I'm
really
ready
fun.
to say that the Lions are winning the Super Bowl.
Are you ready to say the Packers are better than the Bears?
We've said that for a while.
Yes.
All right. This is how mine started on ESPN, so deal with it. Bears-Niners.
Oh,
Brock Purdy had no weapons, looked fucking unbelievable today.
The Bears suck.
we're really
Terrible.
bad, but we're doing our job very well. We're losing games. We should
You
be
are
losing
taking
games.
really well because
Yeah, but
like,
Caleb Williams isn't showing any potential. Move on.
all right, Jets Dolphins.
Great job,
Overtime
Jets.
game.
Great job,
Hey,
Jets.
congrats, Aaron Rodgers.
First
man.
300-yard game since December 2021, and we still lost.
Also,
That's
can we, talk
incredible.
about, can we talk about the fact that Jonnu
Devontae.
Smith is like unreal?
Yeah, unreal. Well, he didn't actually have a catch until
All right,
the
I don't know.
fourth quarter.
I think we have to move on. Saints Giants.
Or yapping. Who cares? Move on.
Move on.
Okay,
Game
Drew
sucked.
Lock, sick run.
Sick run. So, yeah, and then he choked.
Browns Steelers.
Steelers are a legit Super Bowl contender. I'd say they're the number 5 contender. after a
Jameis
couple
always
teams.
has a funny play every week. Falcons Vikings. Oh, Kirk.
Oh Jesus, I'm sorry.
We
Kirk.
knew it was
Kirk,
never a
Kirk, no
revenge
revenge.
game,
Vikings very good.
Sam Darnold 5 touchdowns.
Kirk Cousins, 0 touchdowns, 8 ints in his
All
last
right,
4
Raiders
games.
Bucks. Tycho was there.
Prayers
so-
for Aiden O'Connell. I'm
for
serious.
Aiden
I was there.
I feel
The
really bad for
Bucks.
the kid.
The Bucks fan base very cool.
But Bucky
Yeah,
Irving
they were good
hurt.
peeps.
Tough.
Good peeps.
Bucky Irving got hurt.
Fuck the Bucks for that.
Yeah. All
Let
right.
us know if he's hurt.
Panthers Eagles.
Are the Eagles as good as we kept
Okay,
saying they were?
Panthers are doing it's the best tank job I've ever seen in my life.
think we might have overhyped
And then
the Eagles.
Jaguars Titans.
Another
Calvin
one.
Ridley,
cares
no
about.
revenge
Yeah.
game.
Move on. Seahawks Cardinals. Seahawks are good.
Legit.
They
They
look
might be
fucking
legit.
awesome.
Cardinals might be bad.
Gino, fun quarterback.
Marvin
Geno
Harrison
Smith.
might be bad.
Bills Rams. Holy
What a game.
fuck,
What a
Josh
game.
What a
Allen.
game. What a game.
Josh Allen
30
cemented
seconds.
his MVP. Cemented his MVP. Also, Puka Nacua rules.
Puka Nacua is awesome, but like, dude,
Time.
Josh Allen.
I feel like we're yapping.
Yeah, we're good. Chargers Chiefs.
Wow.
How do they keep getting away with this?
If you don't bet the Chiefs live when they are close to even money, you are a dumb idiot and you're turning down free money
say it's
every
like
week.
minus 160 or better
Every
time.
single time, take
Every
it.
time.
I'm telling you, the Chiefs
And?
are going to win the Super Bowl if they. No.
We've
Chiefs
gotta
aren't
be
winning the
past
Super Bowl.
time, right?
Lions are 3, 2, 1.
There weren't that many
That's the
games this
timer.
week. We were yapping on every game, and we still
Yeah,
had plenty of time.
There were 6 teams
There
on
was like
bye.
the Jaguars Titans said don't care, move on.
Saints, Giants just moved
Saints
right along.
Giants
Yeah.
don't get no, but I said Drew Lock, cool run.
Yeah, cool run.
Yeah,
I
Derek
was
Carr.
with
Do
you.
you see how Derek Carr got hurt?
No.
Yeah, you went head over heels.
What are you doing? You're not fucking Lamar.
You're not Josh
are you
Allen. You're not
doing?
Saquon Barkley.
I'm just
man.
realizing right now at this point in the show that I did not watch close to enough football today.
I kept looking over
you
for
were
you for
on the
any
road
type of-
traveling.
Yeah,
You
I was on the
had
road. I
Raiders game
drove.
all day.
I woke
Yeah.
up yesterday morning at 7 a.m. Drove to Tampa Bay, watched Aiden for the first half. Saw him get
Didn't even
hurt.
see him to hang out.
Didn't
with
even see him after the
because-
game, and then drove straight back here. Came to the Sunday Night live stream, and now I'm sitting in this booth.
Yeah, but there was one game you actually watched.
It was the
Sunday
Bucks.
Night Football.
Yes.
Well, actually, no, 2, I guess, because you probably, honestly, as soon as Aiden got hurt, you probably
Tycho.
barely watched that game.
The Bucks.
Yeah,
You watched Sunday Night Football.
I watched
though?
Sunday Night Football. Yeah,
Like,
and the Chiefs
all right.
are fucking insane,
Dude, like they're good, but it's like the Chiefs are the luckiest team in NFL history. If these 5 lucky things don't go their way, they're 7-6.
Okay.
All right?
I mean, that's rather sumptuous.
All right,
Let's hear it.
All right, let's hear it because
Assumptuous?
there are more games that I could have added to this list where they could have been 5 and 8, whatever. Week 14 against the Chargers this week. The doink in on a game-winning field
The
goal.
doink goes in for the Chiefs. It goes out for the Bears. That's how this
Right,
goes.
Oh, we didn't have to bring up the
No,
Bears, but I
it
was
does.
looking at
It
Tycho.
does,
I
it
was
does.
thinking-
You hear doink, you think Bears. It's how your brain
You think
works.
double
It was
doink.
singular doink though.
It
So
was
does that make you
singular
feel a little
doink.
better that
If it was a
singular
double doink and it went in, I probably would have been throwing a
probably
little
not
bit
getting
more
The
it.
hissy
crazy
fit.
stat that you get at the end of almost every Chiefs game, they have won 15 straight one-possession games. 15 straight.
So at
Good
some
teams figure out how to do this.
at some
Exactly.
point, it's like that's a sign of a very good team.
It is.
Well, it's
All right.
like we were saying when we were watching. Oh, 3rd and 10. Oh no, the pocket's collapsing around Pat Mahomes.
Oh, let me just have a jump throw,
to
cross
Xavier
body.
Worthy. Yeah, it's
Like,
just they know how to.
But like
win.
it's like when you take the Chiefs live, like Pat says you should do. You should do it every single time.
You really
it's
should.
fun. It is fun
I
watching.
am a Chiefs fan.
Like, God, as much as I hate
Go
them.
Chiefs.
Yeah. All right. And last week, week 13 against the Raiders, fumbled snap on the Raiders game-winning drive.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of Aiden O'Connell talk early in this show.
I still blame the center. I don't care that Aiden took accountability, but that's another one where it's
But that's
like
good accountability.
they were on the 30-yard line. Granted, Daniel Carlson had missed 3 kicks that day.
But he's also
due for a make.
That's also, I feel like every time a kicker has a terrible game and then he has a chance to have a game winner, they always make it.
So
Let's assume
could've
he
lost
makes that.
game.
So there's another one.
They're
and then
9-3 now.
Go back a couple weeks. Well, what is this? Why do you have so many things written down here?
Oh my God! It must have done like a voice.
Pat
must have done like a voice memo
Pat
thing.
totally did a voice memo thing, but
In the middle of our notes app, that's so funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's my whole Juan Soto talk.
In our
Hang on,
notes
I'll get
it
it
said,
out
all
of here.
right, week 10 against the Broncos, blocked field goal.
Okay.
Walk-off blocked field goal.
Is that lucky or just good coaching? Like,
I don't know what it is, but it's probably lucky. Like blocked field goals don't happen, especially on the last play of the game.
They blocked the field goal. It wasn't like
It's luck. You put a mid up there and it hits it.
It's a bit of a fluky play, but like we keep saying, great teams have great special teams. They're great in every facet of the game, and I'm sure the Chiefs had the
Some
best
scouting,
the best block kick play that they could draw up of like, okay, we're gonna do this one little thing different. We saw this weakness in the blocking scheme of the kicking,
This is
and,
what happened to the
Kyra
Bears.
said.
and they executed it in the game that it mattered.
this is
Time that it
a
mattered.
painful thing for me to go through right now.
The Chiefs are basically the opposite of the Bears.
They are.
Yeah,
Like
yes.
find ways to win versus
Yeah.
find ways to lose.
Then we're going to go back a few weeks now. We're going to go week 3 against the Falcons. A blatant missed pass interference call on Kyle Pitts in the end zone that would have won the Falcons the game.
Yes.
Didn't they also have like just Chiefs always have the refs? Super
Well, we just
Bowl
know that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
with
given.
That's always a
Bradford,
thing.
right?
So maybe,
Well, they got a 12th man on the field. It's easier to win when you have an extra
Hard to beat the
guy who's
Chiefs in the
also
refs.
like in charge of making calls for the game. So.
And then y'all remember back all the way in week 1, the first game of the season against the Ravens, Isaiah Likely with the Kevin Durant meme. You know, his phone's
Yes.
just way too fucking big.
if he was a
he's got big
size
feet.
14 instead of a size 16, they win that game.
Correct.
It's insane. So that's 5 games. They're 12-1 right now. If those 5 things do not go their way, they're 7-6.
You
And
didn't
then there's
even
other
mention-
games where,
yeah.
like against the Buccaneers,
They
you
won
were
the
saying-
coin toss.
and they won
They won the coin
And
toss.
they are the Chiefs at the end of the day, so they're probably going to score a touchdown. Baker Mayfield, when that coin toss happened, his reaction was just, ugh.
Oh, we lost.
He's like,
He
oh, I can't even get the
immediately
fucking
knew
ball.
the game was over. He's not
Yeah.
getting the ball back.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, a coin flip is the luckiest thing on earth. It is a complete 50-50
All right,
thing.
so let's add that into it.
So let's add it in.
6 and 7. The
6
Chiefs
and
win 6 and 7 if they didn't win the coin toss that game.
Again, we yap all this yap, but I'm always going to go back on the stance of doesn't fucking matter. The Chiefs have Pat Mahomes. They are the best team in football until proven otherwise.
What's crazy-
This isn't luck. This is what good teams
So
do.
if you were making power rankings instead of Adam, would you
One.
still have?
Chiefs won.
Yeah.
I would have Chiefs won every day until the day I die or until they don't
Until
win.
Patrick
a
Mahomes
Super Bowl.
doesn't play football anymore?
They've won 2 Super Bowls in a row and they're
Yeah.
12-1. They should be the number 1 team in the
Dude,
fucking
they
NFL.
say they've won. It's like I can't imagine how many games that they've won in a row besides that one loss.
And I'm
It's like-
still going back to they're not clicking yet. They haven't clicked.
Well, and that's what you were saying for this game. You're like, I feel like this is the game where they start going.
It wasn't.
fucking
and
crazy.
they
Like,
didn't even look that great.
I think they're
But
just
here-
waiting for the
When's the win?
playoffs.
Here's the craziest thing about a win being a win, though. They're 4-8-1 against the spread this year. So they're
Wow.
not like they are not
I had
covering
spread
spreads.
they're just
tonight.
good.
It's
They're
terrible.
a good team right now.
they're
they're
just
not
good.
great.
If
That's
you're not covering, you're not
my
great.
definition.
Speaking of another good team,
Okay.
What?
not great team.
Who?
I still refuse to believe that the Vikings are a great football team.
What?
Whoa!
No. What do the Vikings have to do to get you in? Because like I had my whole shtick with them, and like you're just being a fucking hater. Like
Yeah,
what else?
I also
Sam
just-
Darnold threw 364 yards and 5 touchdowns. They put up 42 points.
And I hate them because they're in the NFC North, but they're still a really fucking good team.
Okay, they beat up on Kirk Cousins. Whoa, whoop they do. Again,
He has been shit.
it is really for me, and it is the dumbest thought I could possibly have, and it is definitely jealousy, and I wish he was my quarterback still. But
you
he's
know he
still
wouldn't have been good with
he's
you.
still a quarterback drafted by the Jets. I don't believe that the Vikings can be an elite Super Bowl contending team with Sam Darnold at
It's just
quarterback.
because you have all the memories of him seeing ghosts. In New
He
York.
saw ghosts. If he was as good as people think he is, he could have maybe snapped out of the Jets curse. It's dumb. I don't think I'm making rational thoughts. I am wrong. I understand that what I'm saying is stupid.
Yeah.
But I will put
is.
my life on the line that the Vikings will not be in the NFC Championship game. I refuse to believe that.
Dude, the thing is, I feel like they're so like balanced on every single facet of the ball. Like everything they do is.
I feel like
phenomenal.
everyone is talking about the Vikings as like this offensive juggernaut, and nobody is talking about their defense.
Well,
Like,
Blake, remember earlier this year we were talking a lot about their defense. This is the first game they were in like a 4-game rut, right, where they still went 4-0,
Which is insane.
I know.
They're now on a 5-game winning
but
streak.
remember, they're on like a 4-game rut,
Such an idiot.
quote unquote.
So they're due.
and their offense looked pretty bad those entire games. And now Sam Darnold goes, kind of tired of playing like shit. Let's go 364 for 5 touchdowns.
They're also like
Let's have Justin
they're
Jefferson.
healthy. They're healthy too. Aaron Jones healthy. Jordan Addison healthy. Justin Jefferson healthy. TJ Hawkinson healthy. And these were all guys that we're talking
they
about.
did lose Christian Darisaw for the year, which is tough.
Which is
It
tough.
is
One of the best left tackles.
But this is one of those takes that I'm gonna die on the hill of. Like with the Broncos, I've had to bend the knee and fold about the Broncos are actually good. I'm gonna die on the hill when the Vikings started hot as they did. I kept saying I don't think they're actually a great football team. I
No, they
refuse
kept
to
it up,
believe it.
though.
And it's now 13 weeks
We have
in, and
4
they're
more
11
weeks
and
of
2.
the regular season left.
There's not much more of a resume that they could deliver to make me believe them. But
You know,
I'll take
You're
this
waiting,
one to the grave.
You're
You know-
waiting for their Vandy loss. Like
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
what
you
you're doing.
are the Vandy.
You're waiting for
I'm
Bama
waiting
to
for them to
lose.
lose week 1 in the playoffs, and I can point and laugh at all the Vikings fans that
no,
are going to be
here's-
mean to me in the comments on this and
here's
say,
like-
haha, I was right.
okay, all year I was like, all right, this team could be really, really good. Like once they started playing well, and then right now Jordan Addison has come into his own. Like
Yeah.
as this Biletnikoff winner we saw in college, the best player or the best receiver in college football. For those who don't know what the award is, like he was supposed to be this stud, this fucking freak guy, and now he's outperforming Justin Jefferson in like 2 of the last 3 weeks, and they're all of a sudden arguably the best wide receiver doing football right now. It's insane. So that's what makes me like,
In football?
dude, they're easily up there. I ranked my top 10 wide receiver dudes in the NFL.
Of course
right now,
you did,
actually,
T-Ray.
because it's fun.
Real last thing I just want to say, Vikings fans, I apologize for being a prick, but I'm just going
You just have to
I'm going to
stick
die
with
on this
it.
hill. I have to stick with the take at some
Nah,
point.
but I think so. With Jordan Addison's like resurgence, or I guess emergence in this Vikings offense, I wanted to go ahead and rank the top 10 wide receiver duos in the NFL right now. Currently.
Alright.
So if you're hurt, like any players that are hurt or whatnot, like Stephon Diggs, he can't be in this.
Chris
That's
Godwin
okay.
can't be in it. Okay.
Brian Ayuk, of course. Yeah. Or else Evans and Chris Godwin would be very high. All right. Do you want me to go 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
I'm always a 10 to 1.
I like 10 to 1.
All right, we'll go 10 to 1. I know Adam's a 1 to 10 guy. So sorry.
Which is the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, 'cause
like
I
when
don't
Adam's
wanna
on here and I
watch
can
the
speak my
list.
truth.
Cliffhanger.
If Adam, I don't want to know who's the best right off rip.
Right.
I'm going to be uninterested by the time you get to 10.
Exactly.
All right, fair enough. That's super fair.
Start at 10.
All right, number 10, Amari Cooper and Khalil Shakir.
But, terrible.
Okay.
Start. There must be someone better.
Wait,
Number
Amari-
10, Pat.
There's 20 other teams then.
Wait, what?
That can't possibly be.
Is that
10
actually
best wide
10 right
receiver
now?
duo.
Amari Cooper's starting to eat recently.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm
So
very
is
curious
Shakir.
now what the rest of the list is.
Number
Keep going.
9, number 10 was like, honestly, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So like after 9, it's pretty bad.
Okay.
Number 9, Nico Collins and Tank Dell.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8, Amon-Ra and Jamison Williams.
That's 8?
That's
Okay.
8.
There's a lot of good ones then. After
I think
that.
Tank Dell has been very disappointing this year.
Insanely disappointing.
ridiculously.
I drafted him to be really good in fantasy
Yeah.
because he was sick when he.
And Jamison Williams was coming into his own. Like he's a stud wide receiver too.
They're definitely great.
We're discrediting wide receiver core because they also have, or wide receiver duo because they also have running backs. Is that correct?
No, I just think
no,
there
just like-
just must be a lot of good wide receiver duos.
There's a lot of really good wide receiver
Okay.
duos.
But
Like,
that 8 feels low.
It,
And
but
the-
it
and
just
this is-
feels super low.
I know, but this is like right now.
what, Amon-Ra
Number
had a bad
7.
game on
Number
Thursday?
7 is DK and JSN. JSN
Okay, yeah,
looks
yeah,
fucking sick.
JSN has been balling. I've
He's
loved
so
JSN since college. I love
Bro,
that
he's
guy.
like he's putting up like Ohio State stat lines now.
He
Like
is.
he'll have like 11 for 132 and 2
Well, it's
touchdowns.
because they're
Like, what the
finally
fuck?
targeting him like a first-round draft pick.
It's
Exactly.
like finally, it's like, hey, Tyler Lockett, you're getting old. Just-
Yeah, we're gonna
out in
target
the
JSN
slot.
12 times a game.
yeah, it's great. Number 6, Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson.
Feels like a good
They've both
spot.
been eaten.
We've been great.
Yeah.
Just the team
Haven't
hasn't.
won. You haven't won, but they both look pretty
Smart
good.
though to not win games right
Yeah,
now.
and we're doing the job that I want us to do, which is keep losing.
Yeah, and I also kind of want to throw it out there. I feel like those guys are a little bit higher just because of their name.
No,
No,
they
it's-
have the numbers to back it up.
In the last couple of weeks,
Dude, like
Yeah.
Devontae's
Okay,
been
okay.
fucking cooking.
They've
Garrett's
both been
cooking.
Garrett Wilson's like a top 7 wide receiver in fantasy this
He's
year.
been sneaky really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quietly.
Number 5, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I know Tyreek's fallen off a little bit, but he's still Tyreek fucking Hill.
Jalen
And
Waddle's
Jalen
also
Waddle's
fallen
been playing well.
I would almost put like
lately.
Devin Achan and Tyreek Hill as the wide receiver. I
don't hate that at all,
gets like 10
honestly.
targets a game.
Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill and one other player on the team.
Yeah, it's
River
Achan
Crate
though. He's
Rats.
the wide receiver too.
Yeah. Number 4, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
Love.
Feels I would almost argue they're 1, but
No, I think you can argue any of these top 4 are
Yeah.
number 1. Number 3 is Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua.
Wow,
so
that's a
sick.
tough
They're
one to beat.
so fucking good, bro.
Puka's like
are you
unreal
really
right
going to
now.
put Justin Jefferson and Jordan
Well,
Addison at 1?
I have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison number 2.
Okay.
Because Jetta is, in my opinion, by far and away the best receiver in football.
Okay.
I don't know about far and away because the guy that's number 1 I think is right there with Jettis this year.
But Jettas is the best. I would take him over anyone in the league.
Yeah.
And Jordan Addison is coming into his own right now. He's awesome. And then number 1 it's the obvious one is
Yeah.
Jamar and T. Higgins, like so easily.
Yeah.
Because T
No
is a
argument.
wide receiver 1, alpha wide receiver 1 on his own.
I feel very smart for drafting him in 4 leagues.
Who?
I got him
Jamar?
a couple.
Higgins.
Oh,
yeah,
T.
Yeah, because everyone's scared of the injury, and I was like, I'll gamble he's healthy this year.
Yeah.
And when he's healthy, he's a top 15 wide receiver in fantasy.
There you go.
No, he's been awesome this year.
That's a solid list.
It was a solid list. I don't.
Who were you considering in the honorable mention at the 10th spot? Because I'm trying to think.
Honorable mention at the
like,
10th spot.
I would almost
Like,
I
I
would
was
put like
thinking
Jaden
Juwan.
Reed and Christian Watson.
Yeah,
over that.
I was thinking that whatever duo you want from the Packers, but I couldn't figure out who, so that's why I didn't do it.
Okay.
I was thinking like Juwan and Debo, but Debo's
I
falling
would put
off. So I can't put
DJ
him there.
Moore and Keenan Allen over.
Like,
I was
Yeah,
thinking
like
that, but
Aaron
Keenan's
Cooper.
barely been doing shit this year. Like,
That's not when he's had 3 good breakout games.
out of how many games this year? 13?
Like 13.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? This one actually massive miss. Definitely over that. Drake London and Darnell Mooney.
Love that.
Actually, no, big miss.
Darnell Mooney
Yeah,
has
no.
been sick this year.
I just straight up forgot.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
blame you because Darnell Mooney is
There-
not exactly a
let's
name
put
that
them
jumps
10.
out.
Let's put him 10.
I had to check
Yeah.
the teams to come up with that
Putting
one.
them 10.
But yeah, they should probably be 10.
What about Adam Thielen and Xavier Legette?
Adam
love
Thielen,
Adam
sneaky
Thielen.
great pickup. He might be starting in my week 1 playoff run.
No, he's like actually
Look, he
he's
eating.
been so good. He's
Well,
been so
Bryce
good.
Young.
Because
loves
Bryce Young's
Adam
actually
Thielen.
good.
Yeah. No, but like, dude, so back on the Vikings, like, dude, I feel bad for Kirk that he looked that shit in his
In his home.
revenge game.
He's
Coming
so-
back.
Dude,
like,
I was
bro,
so wrong.
His
Also-
last 4 games, he has no touchdowns and 8 picks. This dude's fucking cooked. He's
feel-
so cooked.
I feel so bad for Kirk.
Because he's such a good guy.
Such a
I
good
know.
dude.
He's just a dad. Like you just don't want to see your dad fall off.
This is like
this.
seeing like your grandpa you love like start to get Alzheimer's.
How old
like,
is he?
shit.
He's 35-ish, maybe.
Probably 40,
I don't
I
know.
think.
Also, guys, there was
No,
no
he's not
tribute.
that
There was no
old.
tribute video. I saw that.
How
No
old is
tribute
Kirk
video?
Cousins?
Yeah, they announced it before the game even that there
That's
was not going to
crazy.
be one.
36.
is 36 years old.
And he
36.
got what, like 4 years on this deal? I feel like that was like
That was a weird one when you're gonna draft Penix in the top
The whole
8.
thing is fucking bizarre to me.
Yeah.
What has happened to Kirk Cousins?
don't
Anyway, so enough of the yapping on that. The reason I wanted to bring this up is because I genuinely think that Kirk Cousins is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL right now.
Right now you can argue.
can
it.
argue.
I came up with a list of players that I want you guys to tell me if you need to win a football game tomorrow, are you starting Kirk Cousins or this quarterback?
1 second.
God.
He's 0-4 in his last 4 games with 8 interceptions.
Yes, and no touchdowns.
And no touchdowns.
bad stat
been
line.
bad.
That's not good.
For the stat heads back home, that's bad.
Yeah, good, yeah. Well, you're a stat head, so
I'm a
thanks for
stat
telling
head,
everyone
yeah,
about
so,
like
like,
that.
the
'Cause,
analytics say-
you want big touchdown, many
You want touchdowns and you
little
don't want a lot of
interception,
wins.
right?
Like you
Oh.
want your touchdown to in ratio to be high
and
and low.
also more wins, less loss.
Yes.
Of
So
course.
0 wins, 0 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Really bad correlation.
This like without Adam here is getting really stupid. Right now.
No.
He tries to rein us in too much. He's
Well, he's like a good stat guy. We're just all kind of dumb.
no, I'm the accountant here. I have a CPA.
He's smart.
Doesn't
He's
mean
smart.
you're
All
smart.
right.
CPA.
All right. Read these off.
I have a
Speak more
CPA.
eloquently.
That has nothing to do with my CPA.
What's
I'm
the
a math
question?
guy. The question.
All right,
The
go.
question is: would you rather start Kirk Cousins or this quarterback tomorrow to win you a playoff game?
The other
Just
one.
playoff game.
Or just like
one game.
A game.
Kirk
game?
Cousins or Will Levis.
I'll take Will Levis right now.
I'm
No
taking
way.
Kirk Cousins.
I'm still taking Kirk Cousins.
I'll take Will Levis.
Will Levis is still the guy.
One
that,
game?
Do you not remember his meme stretch? Do you not remember that stretch of memes?
He's generational.
Generational at making bad plays.
Generational
At making
nonetheless.
comically bad plays. So you're still taking Will Levis.
Bro, Kirk, he's got a noodle now. Like he can't even. He has no zip.
Okay,
I don't
Kirk
know.
It's
Cousins
sad.
or Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
I'll take Jameis.
You gotta take Jameis.
He's so electric.
Yeah,
You
neither
gotta
of
gotta
men.
take Jameis.
I know he lost like the last 2 games, but like, dude, that game against the Broncos, he had what 5 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 500 fucking yards,
He's sick.
2 pick sixes. But yeah,
Touch-
He threw
Touchdowns.
5 touchdowns. 2 of them happened to go to the other team.
Yeah, my bad.
if it's not for Bijan Robinson, also these last couple weeks, by the way, the Falcons are getting fucking blown out.
Yeah, Bijan
like
Robinson's
Bijan's
sick.
quietly been unbelievable.
Okay, this one, would you rather take Kirk Cousins or Desmond Ritter?
That's so mean.
It's Kirk Cousins.
The guy that they replaced Desmond Ritter with, Kirk.
He looked frisky in Aiden O'Connell's stead.
no,
I'll
he
take-
did not. He looked horrible
Yeah,
today.
no,
I was at the
terrible.
game.
So Desmond Ritter or
That's so
Cousins?
disrespectful. I'll take Kirk Cousins.
It's Kirk
bro.
Cousins.
Come on.
Okay, well, I said he's the worst quarterback. So Desmond Ritter, he's
will
not-
be starting
He
next
is
week.
technically a starting quarterback in
Yes.
the NFL right
Yes.
now. So that's
No,
why
I
he made the
see,
list.
yeah.
Okay, Kirk Cousins or Aaron Rodgers, Achilles buddies. Who's got the better Achilles?
I'll
Win
take Aaron
one
Rodgers.
game.
I'll
Win
take-
one game.
It's still Aaron Rodgers at the end
Rodgers.
of the day.
Aaron Rodgers.
It's still Aaron
Let
Rodgers.
it be known, though, the Jets many a time have needed a game-winning drive from Aaron Rodgers, and many a time we've had to settle for a field goal, and that has led to many a loss.
But a lot of times the Falcons are not in a position to do so.
Fair,
recently.
fair.
So.
Okay, this one I'm actually very curious on. Would you rather have Kirk Cousins or Cooper Rush?
Cooper Rush.
Oh my god.
To me, it's a no-brainer, Cooper Rush.
I actually think Cooper Rush is like.
I feel mean for saying it.
But it's true.
But why? What?
It's Cooper Rush.
I mean, look at the Cowboys with Cooper Rush playing quarterback instead of Dak Prescott.
I know it's Cooper Rush.
Like, rattling off wins.
Dak Prescott or Cooper Rush? Cooper Rush.
Okay.
Like,
All right. And now we're getting a little nuts.
Now you're just being crazy.
Now you're just being a dick.
Okay, this guy used to be a starting quarterback until very recently. Daniel Jones or Kirk Cousins.
I swear to God, I'll take Daniel Jones over Kirk Cousins right now.
Really?
I've said this many times
But
on
he's
this show.
mobile.
I think
Kirk, do you
I
see-
like Daniel Jones' game.
Whenever there's any like
run Daniel
semblance
Jones
of
too?
pressure on Kirk Cousins right now, it is a sack every time, or he throws into triple coverage.
He does the
Danny,
old
At
man.
least Daniel Jones can give you something.
He does the Tom
No,
Brady
you're
just
right. You're right.
falling
I'm
down.
taking Daniel Jones. You're right.
Jesus,
I think it's very easily.
We're
Daniel
being really
Jones.
mean to Kirk Cousins.
We should be though. He sucks
We're
right
gonna
now.
get dragged for this.
I don't think we are. In his last 4 games, Jack, he hasn't thrown a touchdown. He's thrown 8 interceptions.
He's lost all 4.
And he's lost all 4 games. There's not much. You can't do much worse than that.
Are there more on the list?
I got 3 more for you.
As disrespectful as a few of them. That
This one, not disrespectful. Caleb Williams or Kirk Cousins.
Caleb Williams. What?
I mean, he's lost, 6 in a row?
I'll
okay,
take
but he
Caleb.
doesn't throw interceptions.
He's actually just set the record for the longest streak of games without an interception for a rookie quarterback.
I know.
Beating Charlie Batch, I believe, was the quarterback.
Really elite company.
Yeah,
If
it's right where you want to be, right next to
career
Charlie
backup
Batch.
though. It's pretty good. So good career if you're.
So who are you taking, Jack?
I'll take Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I'm taking Caleb.
Can't
The mobility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mobility.
It's
It's mobility.
that's
Okay.
all it is.
Right off Caleb Williams, going Bryce Young.
Oh,
Or
I'll
Kirk
so
Cousins.
take Bryce right now.
Bryce Young's kind of
Bryce,
eating. I'll take
Bryce
Bryce.
is playing good ball recently.
The Panthers almost just beat the Bucks, and then they almost just beat the
Chiefs?
the Eagles.
And
Eagles,
the Chiefs,
yeah.
He
And
should have beat
I
the
mean-
Eagles. That Xavier Legette dropped a pass that I
I
thought
want to
was very
get. I want to
catchable.
get into the Panthers in a sec. Actually, right after this.
Okay, and then
But,
the
like,
most important question of them all, Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix?
It can't hurt to throw in Penix.
It can't hurt.
You drafted him. Play him.
It's not you just like, it's not like okay, we drafted him in the 4th round.
You drafted him in the fucking
Eighth
8th overall.
What do you think that Michael Penix gives you a better chance of winning games than Kirk Cousins?
Potentially.
No, what I think it does is like I'm sure these guys love Kirk and they want to rally behind him, but it's like they see him playing like this last 4 games. They're like, bro, if you give us literally anyone else, we're winning these games.
It definitely lights a fire.
gonna,
under
like,
the team,
recharge
yeah.
them, I feel like.
Because
Like-
the Falcons 4 weeks ago, we were talking as maybe they are legit good.
like actually solid.
And look,
yeah,
I think we could rehab that conversation if Penix comes in and is serviceable.
yeah.
I also dude, I miss watching Michael Penix throw balls.
He's
Something
so
I
about
love,
the way
I
he
love like a
throws.
35
you
year,
boys.
35-yard out route on, like
He
in between
throws
the numbers
ball
and the hash.
so well and deep. It is
That game, I will never. I don't know why. This is like one of my favorite games I've ever watched in my life. Is Washington, Texas last year in the playoffs.
Sick game.
Like just watching Michael Penix sling that fucking rock all over the
The thing
field.
about Michael Penix that I learned when I was watching him as a Hoosier fan back in 2020 is he throws a ball and you're like, oh my God, he just slung it. He didn't even aim. And then it goes right where he's aiming.
Yeah.
It looks as though he's just throwing
You know what it
caution to
is?
the wind and it just gets where it's
'cause he's
You know what it
supposed
is?
to go.
It's because he's lefty.
I know.
if he's right, because like Tua when he throws it's like that
Looks
too, but
terrible.
he's like pretty accurate. So it's
Yeah.
like if he's righty, I've seen a lot of clips because of Adam Tua throwing righty.
Yeah.
he looks awesome. I bet if you saw Penix throwing righty, you're like this guy's got a fucking cannon.
It literally
he
just
probably
looks
looks
like
like Josh Allen.
He's
Like,
slinging.
It doesn't make sense in my head because he's a lefty.
Terrible in my
But you
brain.
know, start Penix. I'm asking. This is my.
Well, you brought up Bryce Young earlier, and I like we were talking about the Panthers earlier today, and we were just like hanging out. I feel like the Panthers they're probably having the most successful tank job I've ever seen in my life, ever. Usually, when you bench your young quarterback, right, the rookie, he's just cooked for the rest of his career. They did that. Bryce Young, since he's come back, has played real good football. He's looking good. You're like, okay, maybe that kind of motivated him a little bit. And dude, the last like 3, 4, 5 weeks, whatever, they're not winning football games by any means, right?
They're not.
Bryce Young's got a couple wins under his belt. Congratulations to him on that. But like they are losing games in competitive fashion to really good teams, and that's something to build upon because you still want that really high draft pick.
It's exactly what you're supposed to do. So I'm a seasoned tanker as a Jets fan.
You're a seasoned veteran,
and right now the Jets are executing a very good tank job as well. It wasn't supposed to be a tank job, but we are where we are.
Yeah, as the I would say probably the aficionado of tanking at the
You
Caps
want
Lock podcast.
all
Can
you
just
want to
enlighten
do.
us?
Yes, when you have a young quarterback that your team isn't yet ready to actually compete and win, you want to show signs of competitiveness that builds
Improvement.
confidence in your quarterback and builds confidence in you as a fan, thinking that he could potentially
And remember,
beat those good teams.
This is the first year with Dave Canales there, so it's a whole. This is like his rookie year again.
And then the most important part is you got to lose those games. You got to make sure that you're still in the top 5, top 7,
Losing
top 10.
overtime to the Chiefs.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And it's going to give them a plus top 10 talent to put wherever they need him around Bryce Young, whether it be an a
Offensive
1A
line,
wide receiver or a left tackle. You're going to get a guy that's going to help Bryce Young next year, and you still have 3 more years of him on a rookie deal.
like,
they're doing exactly
We're
what they
looking
need
at the
to do.
Panthers. They're barely losing to the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Bucks. Like, these are all teams that are going to be in the playoffs this year.
And the Panthers, week 3, 4, we were like, is this the worst football team ever? They were
There was
bad.
a
Gritty.
chance for them to be the worst team
As
ever.
another fan of a team that tanks a lot,
They're doing-
how are you evaluating the tank in Carolina?
They're doing a great job, and I think they've actually fleeced the Bears officially.
Dude.
Oh,
It's
what?
like time to
Huh?
revisit. Yeah, sure. We got DJ Moore. DJ
You
Moore's
got
been
DJ Moore and Caleb Williams out of this.
correct, and they have Bryce
And I
Young,
think
who is
something else,
actually
too.
developing. They have Bryce Young, a quarterback that is clearly developing.
He's a year past Caleb right now.
I understand. I'm just saying they've done a great job. Everyone looked at that trade on paper and said, "Holy shit, the Bears fleeced." Bears did not fleece. The Bears got Caleb Williams and DJ Moore. We traded them a pick.
good.
We also got we got our punter. Thank you, Torrey Taylor. Who's
Okay,
been
he's sick, though.
phenomenal. He's been phenomenal. for us.
All-time great quote from Caleb Williams. If you're not going to have to punt a lot, and
Punt
does
a
he
lot.
lead the league in punts?
Yeah, and yards per punt.
That's his.
But yards per punt.
yards per
YPP.
punt's a good stat.
Yeah.
But anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that the Panthers are a better tanker than the Bears, and the Bears suck right now, and I hate the Bears.
Yeah,
sorry.
I think.
Well,
that's good.
I didn't think you were going to get into this right now.
No,
It's
I
great
don't know.
Pat was bringing up earlier to me how he thinks Caleb Williams might be a bust.
I do. I don't look. Calling him a bust is a crazy thing to do after 13 games.
Might be mean.
It's a
Might
little
be
bit
bullying.
of an overreaction.
I know you don't like his
It's
name.
kind
but
of bullying.
He is as big of a disappointment as you could expect.
Yeah.
In this year one.
I don't know, but I think the Bears
In
are a
year
disappointment.
one?
I don't think he is the disappointment.
He's been ass.
And it's really tough for a guy. Obviously, I get it. Like you start to become a leader in the league, and then you lose your head coach. Now you have to relearn the whole thing on the fly. I get all the excuses, but like, show me something on the field.
Yeah.
Great players perform regardless of the extracurriculars going on around them. If he was truly transcendent as people expected him to be coming into this league, the fact that the Bears brought back Eberflus wouldn't have set him back as much as it has so far. The one thing that I will give Caleb Williams 10 out of 10 times is your guys' offensive line is Swiss cheese.
Horrible.
It's so
Every game I watch, he is running for his fucking life.
He makes plays.
So it's really hard to develop when that's the card you're dealt.
Yeah.
But I think he has been about as big of a disappointment as you could have ever expected.
I mean,
him
when
to
you
be.
look at the 4 rookie quarterbacks that are drafted and are playing this year, who's the worst one?
him by far.
Like it's not even close.
Like, yeah, because it's obviously Bo Nix and Jane Daniels are fucking unbelievable. Drake May has shown a lot of flashes of being really good. And Michael Penix is about to play, and he's probably going to look better than Caleb.
And Caleb Williams has the best skill position group surrounding him out of any of those players.
For certain.
But the coaching staff, offensive line, all the other issues.
Well, all those other...
I think we're saying shit to TYKO that we've said a million times. I feel like a bit of a broken
can't really
record
hurt him.
being mean.
No, I'm. It's good to hear it again. I think.
I don't think it's good for you to hear it again. All right,
I think it's sad.
let's stop talking about shit-ass teams. I
Yeah,
want
let's
to talk about
good
playoff teams.
Yeah.
Some good playoff teams, all right? However, not sold if these teams can win a playoff game this year or not. So I want to ask you guys straight up, real simple, will this team win a playoff game this year?
And
All
this
right?
is in a vacuum. Don't think about matchups or any of that.
Yeah, we're not
nonsense.
I don't have all those statistics.
Me neither. I'm
and
not
matchups
thinking
and-
about that. It's just can they win a playoff game?
Just it's not can, it's will. Will they win a
It's gut
playoff game this
check,
year?
will
Tell
they
me
win a
yes or
playoff
no.
game?
And I don't care about the math. What the fucking math adds up that not many teams can do it. Shut up. All right.
And I believe when we discussed this, you left off a certain number of teams. Do you want to say who those were?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 10 teams on this list. You have to be in the playoffs currently.
And then, but not a complete.
You're not the
1 seed.
Chiefs or the Lions, like the teams that are like the Chiefs, the Lions, the fucking Packers. Like, yeah, fuck you guys. Yeah, you're gonna win a playoff
Yeah,
game.
you'll
You're
probably
sick.
win.
All
You're
right,
probably gonna win a
dickhead.
playoff game. You're probably
Like,
gonna have to abide to a playoff game.
It would be stupid for me to ask questions like that. All right, so I'm not doing that. All right, first team, Chargers. Will the
kinda
Chargers
mean
win a
to me.
playoff game? I think they will.
I don't think they will.
I think they will. They just took the Chiefs to the last second of the game without Ladd McConkey, without J.K. Dobbins.
They have a good playoff identity.
I think if they can get healthy, run the damn ball, play great defense, they can scrape out a win.
But you have to go win those games. Like, I feel like they're expecting the other team to give them games a little bit. I think they need to show me a little bit more and go take games away from the Chiefs. Don't let Mahomes go drive down the field in the last possession. Like,
They
mean,
did exactly
well,
what they're not supposed to do.
yeah.
The Chiefs had the ball 5 minutes to go, and they just ate up the entire clock.
That's an insane thing to think that, oh, we're going to get the ball back. No, you're not.
you're never gonna.
That's
get
they got to stop the Chiefs. They have
That's what I'm saying.
They have
Like,
the lowest
dude,
scoring
that's-
defense
no
in the
one's
NFL.
gonna do that,
I don't
though.
know, but that's how you win playoff
Yeah.
games.
All right. Will the Broncos win a playoff game?
Hell yeah, Broncos Nation. Let's go. Let's ride. I love the Broncos.
I don't think they win a playoff game this year, but I think making the playoffs is great to see with Bo Nix.
I don't think they'll make. I don't think they'll win a playoff game.
I think they will. I believe in the Broncos.
Go Coes.
I believe.
Bo, give me a big go Coes.
No, because that's not a thing they do, Jack. I hate when you make.
No,
me
but you
this,
do
Jack.
that.
I just say go Coes. It's a casual
Go Coes.
thing. It's not a big thing. It's a casual thing.
Okay.
See, that's not a thing.
Could be a thing.
We're not making it a thing.
I can make it a thing. All right.
my thing.
Will the Steelers win a playoff game? I think absolutely.
Yeah, they're going to like 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
that would
Super
go
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was like, wild card.
And if they get a bye, they could be the
divisional,
champs.
Conference championship.
Okay, bet. Let's
3.
do it.
Yeah, if they get a bye. Oh, that's a win a Super Bowl.
Let's do it.
Honestly, kind of rude of you to even put them on this list.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about the good teams not being on this list.
That says a lot
don't-
of what you think about the Steelers.
I think they're great. So I wanted to make it 10 teams, not like 9.
I do think the fact that they have Russell Wilson gives me a lot of confidence in them winning.
I look
playoff
at
games.
Russell Wilson like he's like Legion of Boom Russell Wilson.
Yes.
I don't care. Russell
15
Wilson has
all over
aura
again.
again. He has aura again.
He has so much aura.
Like he's got his swagger.
Bro
Like, I
is-
don't know what it is.
He's Mr. Unlimited.
Steelers country. Let's ride.
Let's forge iron.
Okay.
Okay, next team.
Will the Ravens make the play? Or sorry, they will make it. Actually, I don't know. I don't know, Jim. Will the Ravens win a playoff game?
Yes. I think whoever gets dealt the Ravens in the first round of the wild
Yeah,
card.
you're getting
is
fisted.
pissed.
Yeah,
you're getting
fucking
absolutely
so angry.
railed. That is just bad luck.
They've
bad
had a
news
hard
bears.
schedule and they've lost a lot of games because of that.
Yeah, but I think they win a playoff game.
I agree.
I think I've said yes to
TYKO,
everybody.
come on.
I think they win a playoff game as well.
I believe I've said
sorry.
yes to every team so
However,
far.
would I be shocked if they missed the playoffs?
No.
They would have to fall on their face.
They
I
have
think
a
it's
hard schedule.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's pretty much like Ravens, Chargers, Broncos are locked in. The Dolphins would have to win out. One of those.
The
teams would
Ravens
have
are
to
not
lose
locked
out.
in, I don't
I mean, what? They're 8-5.
Oh, actually, no. I guess the Dolphins have to win out basically.
Yeah, they would have to win out, and the Ravens would have to go 2-2 the rest of the
I
way.
feel very strongly about this next one being a no. Will the Texans win a playoff game?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Not a shot, right?
We hate the Texans on this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
CJ
We
sucks.
loved them at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, no, I was.
Before we saw them play football, we thought they were a phenomenal team.
Well, before I saw the Broncos play, I thought they were 3-14. So we don't know much, do we?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened. I would
no,
like
there's
to
no
see win a
shot.
playoff game. I love CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
But will the Commanders win a playoff game?
Yes, and they might win too.
Oh, they're not winning one. Every time they played a good
Whoa.
team this year, they have lost.
I don't think they do because I think
I don't know
they're
if
gonna
they make it.
They'll make it.
I think
No,
the
they'll
Rams
make it.
might make it over them.
The Rams are they on this list?
They're on this list.
Okay, I don't think the Commanders do. I think they're going to get a shitty round 1 matchup. Like maybe they get the Packers and they get.
Oh, no,
embarrassed.
I took the Rams off this list because they're technically not in the playoffs right now. But I think the Rams will win a playoff game instead of the Commanders. I think
even
the
though
Rams,
they're not on the list.
No, I think the Rams end up making the playoffs above the Commanders. I think the Commanders
I
don't
think
make
the
it,
Commanders
and I
make
think the
it.
Rams will win a playoff game.
I think the
Commanders
Commanders
will
win a playoff game.
Really?
I don't think
Yeah.
they're that good, bro. Will the Seahawks win a playoff game? They're probably going to win the division.
I don't think so.
At
don't think
home,
so?
I don't
at
think
home
so.
in Seattle,
In Seattle, they haven't hosted
home
a playoff
of the
game in a
12th
while.
man. I'm taking Seattle just because it's at home.
Okay.
The thing is with them is it depends on the matchup because they will beat any team that's like worse than them, but I don't know if necessarily.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but here's
Like,
the
I
thing.
think the Commanders
No,
are going there and win.
They're gonna be the 4 seed probably in the NFC,
Sure.
the Seahawks. But who's the team that they'll play? It's gonna be the best wild card team. Is that wild card team actually better than
That
them?
could be the Packers. Or
yeah,
or the Vikings.
It's actually probably the Packers or the Vikings. I think one of those teams beats this. So I'm gonna say no. The Seahawks don't win a playoff game.
I don't
The Packers
think,
or
I
Vikings
just don't
fucking
think
beats
they
them.
can.
Yeah, this 4-game winning streak also doesn't impress me. It's Niners, Cardinals, Jets, Cardinals.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
Cardinals.
Cardinals
still-
fell off too. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
I
just
still
real
think
quick.
I think they do because they're going to beat the Vikings because the Vikings aren't actually good.
Oh, yeah, good point. All right, so will the Vikings win a playoff game?
They will win 1.
No,
No, that doesn't. You can't do that.
It's in a vacuum.
Oh, okay, yeah, in a vacuum.
If they don't face no, the Vikings will win 1 and then lose in the divisional.
I think they'll win a couple. I think they're going to go to the NFC Championship game.
Really?
Yes.
I think they win 1.
Do you think they win
Solely
one?
1.
Okay.
I
just
think they
one?
win 1 because do you think they will beat? You think they'll beat one of the Packers, Lions, or Eagles? They would
I
have
agree,
to beat one of
yes.
them to make the
I think they
championship
will.
game.
I think they will. I think they can beat the Packers easily.
They have already. So
All right. Will the Packers win a playoff game?
yes,
Jordan Love, I don't know if I trust.
I don't think so.
I mean the Packers could have been in the Super Bowl
They could
last
have.
year.
I don't know if I trust Jordan Love. I just don't know if I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
I don't like the Packers because I'm a Bears fan, but I also just don't like the Packers. I don't think
I'm
they're
going to
a
say
good
no.
team.
I don't think they can.
I don't think they
can do it. They just Jordan Love just makes too many stupid throws still. Like he just plays within himself. He's fine.
I feel like they have no consistent, like they have nothing consistent, and that,
The run
that
game's
scares
pretty
me.
consistent.
Josh Jacobs, yeah, pretty consistent.
Josh
That works.
Jacobs
That
has been
good
works.
for playoff
consistent.
football, but they're
Josh
not going to
Jacobs
host a
has been
playoff game. They're not going to host a playoff game.
I think
don't
I
know.
said yes to like 8 of the 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. And
Makes
the
no
last
sense.
one, will the Buccaneers win a playoff game?
Oh,
Baker's winning a fucking playoff game, is he not?
I don't think he can.
He's not. No.
I saw it
know,
firsthand
we love
today.
him. We love him, Pat.
The Bucks and their fans are so bought into what the Bucks are selling right
They
now.
love Baker.
But it's just not happening.
Is Baker going through too many things with his family right now, too?
Oh, I forgot.
Is
about
Bucky
that.
Irving going to be healthy?
fun.
I need him to be healthy next week.
Shame.
I don't know.
Bad.
You were there. You should know.
Yeah, did it look good?
What do people say?
What were the people
In Tampa?
Yo, he'll be good.
Sick.
First reported on Caps Off podcast. Bucky Irving good to go. Full.
But he
He's
can't
active.
lie about this.
Yeah, he's
Don't
active.
you dare lie about this.
No,
I don't think the
full
Bucks
go.
Who's
win
that on the phone?
one as much as it pains me.
Notes app.
I think I've said yes too many times. I kind of wish I saved a yes because I think Baker Mayfield can will them to a victory. But just with how
Especially
many
because
times
they're
I've
gonna
said
win the
yes, I have to
division.
say
They're gonna
no.
host it.
Oh yes, they win. Buccaneers win the playoffs.
So 9 out of 10 teams win it. But
Yeah, I think
Nice.
I
yeah,
said we'll
nice.
see
All
what
right,
happens.
well, let us know what you guys think about these teams.
I believe in a
If
lot
they
of
can win a
teams.
playoff game.
I believe in a lot of teams.
Tyko has a fun little stat about your team today.
Pat, a team that cannot win the playoffs.
Wait, Pat, what did Aaron Rodgers do today?
For the first time since December 2021, Aaron Rodgers had 300 passing yards in an NFL football game. Everyone give it up for Aaron Rodgers.
What day to be exact in December?
December 12th, 2021. Do you know how many days ago that was?
Did you do the math?
Yeah.
How many days?
Just number of days.
1,047.
Close. 1,083.
That's actually really good.
1,083 days ago, Aaron Rodgers last threw for 300 yards. He did it on Sunday. We're now going to go through and list off things that have happened since Aaron Rodgers last threw for 300 passing yards.
Okay.
First one, Pat.
You got this. You can speak.
Yeah, I know. First one's very personal to Pat.
Oh my God. Okay.
fucking Christ.
This one's very close to home.
Very close to home for Pat. First one, very close.
Do you not know
I'm dead.
English?
I'm dead.
Do you not know how to speak?
I was going to try to go out of order, but I'm going to do it anyway. Pat graduated college and got his CPA since Aaron Rodgers last threw for 300 passing
Congratulations,
yards.
Pat.
Good for Pat. Good for Pat. I'm more accomplished than Aaron Rodgers.
You've been working as an accountant for years.
That's what I'm
too.
saying.
Yeah.
You went to grad school.
I
Yeah.
went to grad school. I graduated undergrad. I passed all my CPA
Had a
exams.
job for a couple years.
Couple years in a different line of work, all before fucking Aaron Rodgers could throw for 300 yards. You worthless sack of shit.
However, this weekend's Dolphins.
Hey.
Who gives a shit?
James Harden's entire stint with the 76ers happened.
Really?
How insane
totally
is that?
forgot that happened.
He literally went from the Rockets
forgot
to
that
the
happened.
76ers, and now he's with the Clippers.
And he
Remember
made a
he-
stop at the Nets somewhere
Nets.
in between,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Jesus.
Sorry, yeah, my bad.
That's crazy.
Insane. That is
It's
insane.
like actually nuts.
Yeah. Wow.
So he's been on about 3 or 4 teams since then, huh?
He's played for
3
4 teams.
Well, 4 teams
Yeah.
in that time period.
Jesus.
Bitcoin has doubled from 50K to 100K.
Let's go Bitcoin.
That's
I think
pretty
that happened in
sick.
the last like 2 months.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It happened in 2024. Buy Bitcoin. Buy crypto. We believe.
But, however, that's
Not financial advice.
Thank you.
Nice. Way to go. On the same kind of token of economics.
Token,
Get it? Elon Musk figured out how to launch a rocket into space and return it back to Earth without breaking.
And Aaron Rodgers couldn't figure out how to dissect the defense.
Like, isn't that insane? Aaron Rodgers couldn't throw the ball forward 300 yards, but Elon Musk can go up into the space and come back.
And catch a rocket.
That's actually pretty insane.
Yeah. The Eras Tour, Taylor Swift's concert thing that was going on for the last couple months, could have happened 3.5 times.
Jesus.
That's, wow.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, that's also how long it was. It was like
It's been going on
approximately.
for almost 2 years. Like it's insane.
Yeah. Max Verstappen won 4 drivers' championships.
For the people who don't know, that's F1, and that is like he's the best. He won the championship of that sport.
He's won
4
4
times.
He's won 4 championships.
And Aaron Rodgers didn't throw for 300 yards in a fucking game.
Let alone win anything meaningful.
MVP
Oh.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did he do that without throwing for 300 yards?
I don't know.
Insane.
Think about that.
That's insane.
I've 3 more, but only 1 more is good for the clip. I don't know.
No, I want all
Just
three.
go. Just do
All
it.
right. Deshaun Watson signed.
Oh, what did Deshaun Watson
Deshaun
do? What did
Watson
Deshaun Watson do?
Deshaun Watson signed the worst contract with the Browns, and his tenure already concluded.
Yes. Wow,
I mean,
you're
pretty
calling
much.
it over?
Yeah,
you're calling it over?
It's done.
Yeah, it's over.
It
Wow.
happened in between
gonna cut
Aaron
it.
Rodgers passing touchdowns or
Jameis Winston's entire Browns career
So many.
started and
oh
ended.
my gosh,
Yes.
that's embarrassing.
and then
He also did other things in that time.
Lamar Jackson successfully completed his transition from running back to quarterback in the NFL.
He's established
Because
himself
was
as a passer.
2021 when he was like not bad for a running back?
I was like, yeah, maybe not bad for a running back, yeah. And then he won the MVP in 22, and then
And now he's
going
doing
to
what
win
he's
it
doing,
again.
yeah.
No, he's not.
He could.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen probably would.
But yeah, those are all the things that have happened since Aaron Rodgers last threw for 300 passing yards in an NFL game. A couple honorable mentions.
I reckon we've had 3 presidents since then.
Yeah, I was going to do stuff like that, but that's boring.
Yeah.
Betr launched. U.S. rejoined the Paris Agreement, so we care about climate again. And then Adam got married.
again,
Adam
too.
Foley got married.
Dude, no, Adam got engaged. Adam like moved to New York, got engaged, married. Like,
Yeah, I moved from New York to Chicago to Miami all within the time that Aaron Rodgers
from
did that.
Chicago to New York to Miami.
Same things, bro.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers also in that time completely tarnished his entire legacy. And he's now ass and will forever be remembered as ass.
Wow.
That's just life, man.
Where's he going to play next year, you think?
Nowhere. If he has any sense of
He's
self,
going to be your quarterback. Maybe.
no, he is not.
No, he's absolutely not.
Every article says he will not be. And if he is,
Lord help.
threats.
Yeah. Can you talk about something that makes us like happy? I don't know.
Yes, I got
Boobs.
something to end us on a light note. What did you say? Boobs?
I said something.
I
that makes
almost
us
fired
happy.
off. I almost fired off a crazy tweet 2 nights ago from the Betr account.
Oh.
It was regarding boobs.
What
And I
was
don't
it
mind saying
regarding?
it.
Yeah.
It was Sydney Sweeney. It was like one of those like fake text things, and it's like, oh babe, what are you doing?
How hot is Steph Curry from 3 right now?
Basically,
Like,
yeah. And I just like almost like fired off tits, and I was like, wait, that's really horny.
But
of me.
what was the content? Actually, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Come on, you're getting real
You just
horny
wanted
over
to-
here, Jack. Jack's like, talk to me about
He
it.
wanted me to talk about
I
boobs. so brought up boobs for a
remain
second.
it. Like,
Okay, give me something happy to
Yeah,
talk about.
I got. So fantasy football. It's come to an end. Playoff season.
Thank God.
it's actually come to an end for me.
Not for me. Out of the 6 leagues I'm in, I'm making the playoffs.
Oh my
in
God,
5.
wait. I think I
I'm
might
in
have
the
snuck
playoffs,
in one league.
I'm
Wait.
5 out of 6 leagues I'm in the playoffs. I think I've fully convinced myself this year I'm actually fucking nice at fantasy football.
You hit on a lot of guys.
Guys,
A lot of guys.
can we celebrate me? I snuck in.
Let's go,
snuck
TYKO.
in?
I won
And what?
196 today
Let's go.
in an absolute dogfight, and I'm in a league that's worth $500 buy-in.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Pat.
Final thing to wrap us up. These 10 players, if you have them in fantasy football, you made the playoffs. And if you have them and you didn't make the playoffs, you're a bozo. Figure it out.
Like, is this based off like value?
This
too,
is value.
right?
So the first few are guys you probably drafted. The last few are guys that you probably picked up. This is
Yep.
no particular order. This is just 10 guys. If you have them, you're probably good at fantasy and you're in the playoffs.
I like it.
Okay, yeah.
So no
sick.
order at all. First one, Brock Bowers. If you drafted him in the 10th or 11th
He's
round,
the best tight end this year.
you have the
isn't that
number
Tim
one
Kittle?
tight end. And not
Yeah.
only like number one tight end, he would probably be like a top 10 wide receiver.
Yeah.
Spin zone.
Spin zone.
He might not be a good fantasy tight end to have in the playoffs without Aiden O'Connell or.
Ooh, but he's to make the playoffs.
Well, I did say to make the playoffs.
I know.
I didn't say win a championship.
No, I'm just like throwing it out there. If anyone's listening and you want some fantasy advice,
Aiden loves feeding him though.
I know Aiden's
Shit,
done for
that
the
actually
season.
is really bad.
Aiden is done for the
you have
season.
him in a
Confirmed.
Yeah, in like the league that I'm most confident in winning, and that actually did just
Sorry.
shit. Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yikes. Okay, up next. If you got Derrick Henry in the 2nd or 3rd round and you're not in the playoffs.
The fact he fell that far.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fact that people are like, oh, he's too old. Oh, Lamar Jackson's going to take touches away. No, you have Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs, probably the best running back of our generation,
so
being
good.
inserted into the best rushing offense that we've seen in the last 10 years.
Ridiculous.
2 + 2 = 4, idiots. Draft
didn't-
Derrick Henry.
Literally, yeah. He
Like,
should
why
have been
don't
a
we
first round
draft
pick.
good running back on good team?
Oh, number 3, Saquon Barkley.
I'm so angry at myself that I skipped on him in 6 fucking leagues. Oh, I just spit everywhere. All because I was like, Jalen Hurts going to take some goal line touches
Which
away from
happened-
it.
which
Which
has
he does,
happened.
but it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Why wasn't he remotely being considered as a top 5 pick? No matter what league you're in, he was going after the 9th pick.
He's going to a team with a better offensive line and better offense.
There are legitimately teams out there that have
Did you
Saquon
pass him
and
the
Derrick
baton, too?
Henry.
I don't own Saquon Barkley in a single league.
Same.
So I feel
Actually,
like a bit
except
of a
my
bozo
dynasty
for that.
league. Dynasty league.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's
Attaboy.
sick.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
This is going to blow your mind. Cortland Sutton. He's the
Love.
number 7 ranked wide receiver.
Every team that I
have
have
him
that's in
on
the
one of
playoffs
my
right now, I
benches.
got Cortland Sutton.
There you go.
I have him on my bench for some reason.
You should probably
You
move
have to
him
be
on up
starting
to the
him.
starting lineup.
Well, it's that league. It's
No,
a team that I
it's
have
where we have
everyone.
like 9 wide
Yeah.
receivers.
He is a must start.
You got to make a trade, is what you have to do.
It's way too late.
This one blew my mind. There's a fun story within the 50K league, but Chuba Hubbard.
What?
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard is the 13th ranked
coulda
running
got him
back.
in the last round of the
You could have
draft.
got him in the last round in fantasy. What's it called? In the 50K league, Rizzo and Mikey Locks dropped Jordan Mason or dropped Chuba Hubbard to pick up Jordan Mason.
Oh, yeah.
Just to have him as a handcuff for Christian McCaffrey. It looked good for the first few weeks. Looks real bad right about now. Chuba Hubbard, number 13
been
among
insane.
running backs.
That's insane.
And you could have picked him up in a lot of leagues. Like,
I did
he
not
was-
know that.
He was a maybe draft, maybe pick up.
No, he's been sick. Well, because everyone's everyone was stroking off fucking Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah.
I had so much Jonathan Brooks
I had him
stock.
in 3 leagues. I was like, oh, I'm going to stash him in my IR spot and come
Oh
week
yeah,
8. He's
you know what I
gonna be
did? I
ready to roll.
stashed him and I didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, looked like an idiot. At another guy, I think I've said 5 so far.
I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've said 5. Number 6, Jaden Daniels. He's the number 2 quarterback, and he was like the 10th or 11th
Good call on
quarterback
your
drafted. Check back to insert clip if we can
Yep.
find it, TYKO. Insert clip
What
of me
clip?
saying he's one of my guys.
Oh, one of
Jaden
your
Daniels,
guys?
one of
He's
my
like,
guys.
I'm getting him in every league.
and
Clip
I got him
inserted?
in zilch.
I got Jaden Reed in a lot of.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
I got Jaden Daniels in a lot of leagues too.
I have him in a couple. One of them I didn't make the playoffs. Pretty pissed about it.
That's on
That's
you.
tough.
He's the number 2 quarterback, and it's
sick.
if your quarterback runs the ball, draft him. It's that
Who's
simple.
number 1? Is it Josh Allen?
No, one is Lamar. Josh Allen's
yep,
3.
yep,
After
yep,
this
right.
week, I might have
Well,
flip-flopped.
yeah.
I did this stat check before. Josh Allen had 1 billion points this week.
He did have 1 billion. Yeah.
This
So
guy,
good.
probably waiver wire winner of the year, I think. Bucky Irving.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah. The
This-
one league I got him in, I'm in the playoffs. Easy.
This
Like,
actually might have been bad timing for it because he might have cost a lot of people the playoffs this week by the Bucks saying he was healthy and then him
Yeah.
playing one drive and then being
that
like,
was
hey, he's not
insane.
healthy.
That was
And
insane. That fucked me.
that fucked me too. It almost fucked me. My team was good enough and I still made it, but Bucky Irving, legend.
Thank God I was already in the playoffs, but it just fucked me. I was pissed.
The 4 weeks prior to this, he was so sick.
Yeah, it's been great.
And he was a guy that you could have picked up in week 7 for pennies on the dollar.
Yep.
This guy, this is a little biased for me because I picked up this guy 4 weeks ago and it has been a godsend. Jerry Jeudy.
Oh,
With Jameis Winston
yeah.
throwing him the ball.
Dude.
Oh my God.
He's the wide receiver 1, I think, in fantasy since the last 3 weeks.
I believe
Jerry Jeudy's so cool.
He's been so good over the last 5 weeks. He's number 13 on the season.
That's crazy.
Wait,
On the season.
that's insane.
And remember they had Amari Cooper stealing touches from him earlier in the year.
And they had Deshaun Watson throwing the ball.
Jesus Christ, bro.
All right, we got 2 left. The number 9 ranked, the number
The
9,
number 9 ranked playoff.
the number
Go
9
Eagles.
ranked wide receiver is Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Wow.
He's number 9. He's been getting 12, 15
You could have
targets a
picked
game.
him up like round 10.
You could have got. I think we drafted him. We
Trust.
traded him away, but we've drafted him 84th overall. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
And he's the number 9 ranked wide receiver in
That's
fantasy
crazy.
football this year.
Trust Ohio State wide receivers.
And everyone thought it was just because DK Metcalf was out for those 3 weeks. Since DK Metcalf has been back, JSN hasn't
Tyler
slowed down a
Lockett,
second.
Smell you. Yeah.
Smell you later. And this is another one that I think a lot of people drafted. I drafted him and dropped him. Chase Brown.
Dude, I
Yeah.
have him in like 3 leagues. He's unbelievable.
He's so sick.
He's been. I think I dropped him in 1 league and I picked him up the next week.
Yeah.
like it's great, dude. He ever since he got the starting role and since he's been fucking.
He was like the one guy that like preseason it was like the Jonathan Brooks. Like he was a guy that could take over starting back.
I think a lot of people
and it
saw
actually
this like
happened.
Zach Moss that started. People were like, but that Chase Brown.
A
Chase
lot of the
started,
fantasy nerds loved him, had him circled as one of their guys.
Also got him in
Yeah.
Dynasty.
There you go.
Good draft pick
I
for
dropped
last
him after the first 4 weeks as he wasn't the starter yet, and I didn't want to hold on to him, and I look like an idiot now. But if you have any of those guys and you're not in the playoffs in your fantasy football league, figure it out. Be
But
better.
I feel like you'd like to see my Dynasty league. Team.
I think you would like to show me your dynasty.
I think
team,
you'd like to.
I think
see
he's trying
it,
to
yeah.
show you his dynasty.
Which
league.
Jack is being quite the hypocrite right now.
Yeah, 'cause he
hates
hates fantasy
nothing
guys.
more than
Dude,
someone showing
dude,
him
look
their
at this,
fantasy
though.
team.
Saquon, Chase Brown, Jamar.
Okay,
You like
pretty
that?
solid core.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of hurt guys.
you just
right now,
scrolled
which is
past a
tough.
whole bunch of
Yeah.
players. I saw
Whole
Tommy
bunch of
DeVito
guys. I
on
got
that
Braylon
team.
Allen. Tommy DeVito's there because my quarterback situation's ass. Kenneth Walker, not a bad guy to have.
A lot of running backs.
Yeah, a lot of.
How
running
many
backs.
players are on this
Dude,
team?
It's a crazy deep bench. But
You
like,
just
my
showed me a
star
depth
power's
chart of
fine.
like 45
Yeah,
people.
that's Dynasty, man. Dynasty's fun.
Jesus Christmas.
I think that's all we got, huh?
This was
so.
a very efficient episode.
It was efficient. Not a lot of yap. I think enough yap.
no great amount of
I'm
yap.
also so tired.
I'm exhausted. Also, good morning, guys.
alive.
Sorry, we didn't start with that. We usually start with a good morning.
Oh yeah, good morning. Sorry, I am fucking exhausted. Adam is a lucky man that he doesn't have to work the day after his wedding. I have to do
I
that.
feel like that's pretty,
Yeah,
I feel like we
I wouldn't
should,
say
yeah.
that's lucky. I feel like you earn it. If you get married, you maybe get a day off.
you kind of did earn it. Yeah, planning a wedding kind of seems horrible.
Should we make a bet and have TYKO do the intro and see how many times it takes him to do the intro?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, yeah. We'll make the bet now. Do you guys?
Wait,
like,
do you want to do a?
I'll go. We'll go over under 2.5 takes for him to deliver
Easy
an
over.
intro.
Easy
I'll
over.
take the
That's
under.
a discount.
I'll take the under. I think
Yeah,
he's gonna
the
clutch
the
it.
2.5 is a discount on better picks.
It
Take
took
it.
me 3, I think. Now that I think about it. So
You want to do it?
pressure's
Are you
on.
sh-
Yeah,
you got
I can
it?
do it. Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
I think people have been
Am-
waiting for a TYKO intro.
Am
for
I
a
in?
while.
Are we in the room for it? Because that might
You
change
yeah,
the
you
line.
guys
Absolutely
can
in
have
the
an
intro.
Yeah,
I'm just
All
gonna
right, well-
stare at him.
Everyone, go to Adam's DMs. Wish him congratulations. He's a married man. I can't believe I was there. It was beautiful.
Go to my DMs. Wish me a happy Juan Soto day. Arguably a bigger accomplishment than Adam's wedding.
guys, go
$765 million.
to my DMs and send. Actually, go to Anal Collins DMs. Send him prayers, please, for me.
Jackie, you want anything in your DMs?
Y'all know what I want on my DMs.
Single
Bye.
women.
Bye.
Caps Off is brought to you by Betr, starring Adam Spachnik, Jack Perotti, and this guy Pat right now, who we don't know if we're officially giving a seat to.
Cool.
Make sure to check out our socials at Caps Off Pod on Instagram and Caps Off Podcast on TikTok. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the link in the description. And as always, be sure to download Betr and play Betr Picks with promo code CAPSOFF to play the best daily fantasy football app on the market.
Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Betr. We, of course, talked through the Sunday night. Fuck! We got one.
Hey, keep this in the posts on the end of it, TYKO, because people do want to see the bet. All right, TYKO. One take.
The fucking kicking it over to me. It's like, this is very... No, the 300-yard Aaron Rodgers. This is very applicable to Pat.
Hey, TYKO. This hits very close to home.
Oh my God, that was okay. Let's go. Lock it.
I don't think you know English today.
I'm exhausted.
Actually, lock the fucking I have the under. This is the bet for me.
This
right
is
here.
literally the bet.
This is it.
Yeah. You got it.
He doesn't have it.
Stop.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
Leave the room.
Don't overthink it. No, that bet was we're in here.
No. Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Betr. Of course, we review the Sunday night game. The Chiefs are literally inevitable. We talk through these fringe teams. Can they win a playoff game or can they not?
Fuck!
Yeah!
You had it! That was so good! You had it.
Do you want me to do it?